of Family Feud College Edition. Today for our show, we have college students from two very well-known sororities on campus. To my right, we have Jen and Brooke from the Pi Study Books a Lotta chapter. And to my left, we have Allison and Brandy from the Beta Kappa Theta chapter. Jen and Brooke, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, we have a 5.0 average GPA. In our spare time, we like to play Scrabble, do homework, and read the dictionary.
Okay, sounds studious. Allison and Brandy, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we like to have fun.
I meet boys.
And go to class so we can meet more boys.
And have fun.
And party.
Okay, I think we get it. Today's episode will be focusing on a very important contributor to social communication, Facebook. Our episode will consist of 3 rounds and a fast money round. And since it is the college edition, participants will not only have to answer the questions, but they'll have to justify their answer. The Public Study a Lotta chapter will go first because they scored higher on the entrance exam. Big surprise. Your first question is, what are your field of availables with Facebook?
Facebook provides a wider variety of field of availables or communication partners than just face-to-face interaction. For example, you can talk to your family across the country.
Family. Survey says, family, 20 points.
Facebook also gives you another means of communication between employers and employees.
Employers and employees, survey says, 10 points.
Business transactions. Businesses have availability to consumers.
Business transactions, sorry, that's not one. It will now be the Kega's turn. What?
Just hit cancel.
Okay.
Go ahead, Matt.
Dang, girl. Survey says, dating partners, 15 points.
It helps me gossip with all my girlfriends.
Girlfriends. Survey says, friends, 25 points. Okay, that concludes round 2. The Kegas will begin, that concludes round 1. The Kegas will begin round 2. Your question is, what are the positive aspects of Facebook?
Well, because Facebook has over 500 million users, Facebook allows people to stay connected with users all around the globe. You can reconnect with old classmates, childhood friends, or just people that you've lost touch with. The average Facebook user has 130 friends, allowing for many opportunities to communicate. It also allows you to make a connection with people who share common interests such as movies, music, sports team, or employers. Therefore, my answer is lots of people.
Survey says lots of people. Large field of availables, 25 points.
Facebook is a popular site all around the world, and over 70 translations of the site are available. More than 70% of all Facebook users are outside of the United States, and 300,000 of these users have provided translations for the people who aren't in the United States, making it more accessible for people all around the world. Therefore, Facebook can be used by all kinds of different language-speaking people.
Okay, people from all backgrounds. Survey says, bridging the culture gap, 20 points.
Facebook also has become more convenient through Facebook Mobile, an application available for almost any cell phone with internet capabilities. There are currently more than 200 million active users accessing Facebook through their mobile devices. People like Facebook Mobile because they get text message-like notifications whenever someone tags them in a photo, posts on their wall, or sends them a message. Users who use Facebook on their cell phones are twice as active as Facebook as non-mobile users. Therefore, it's easy to use, like the Staples button.
Easy to use. Survey says, good for business. Okay, we'll pretend that says convenience. Convenience, 15 points.
Facebook is also good for business. There are more than 1 million developers and entrepreneurs from more than 180 countries who use the Facebook website. The advertising on Facebook is great for businesses because they can target certain audiences, especially high schoolers and college-age students. Businesses can also advertise for events or make promotions specific to certain areas. More than 1 million websites have joined with Facebook for advertising and promotional purposes. Two-thirds of ComScore's U.S. top 100 sites and half of ComScore's global top 100 websites have signed with Facebook to promote business purposes.
Survey says, Good for business. 15 points. Congrats, you won the entire round 2, are now leading by a pretty good gap. But now it is the book's turn for round 3. Your question is, what are the negative aspects of Facebook?
Facebook has its cons as well. It takes away face-to-face interaction that is essential for communication. Without this essential part of communication, messages often get misread and people can be deceived. Facebook causes social retardation.
Social retardation, survey says. That's your number 1 answer, 25 points.
Facebook also opens up the possibility of people getting in touch with people they used to know and people they could possibly know. This aspect can be dangerous. There's a new world with a new class of criminals, the internet predator. Because of the feeling of security the internet provides to make internet predators seem anonymous, they flood into sites like Facebook where they can create their own reality. Facebook runs the risk of predators.
Internet predators, survey says. 10 points. And it is still your turn. Go ahead.
Facebook is also a huge waste of time. It is so easy to get on the internet and update your status or check your notifications when you're already on the internet doing research for that 10-page research paper due tomorrow. This procrastination tool can also lead you to going through profiles of friends who are actually really just strangers to you. This is actually known as creeping. Facebook is a huge waste of time.
Waste of time. The survey says 20 points.
Applications can obtain a ton of information about you and can cause email spams or even turn refuse to see results to very reliable personality tests such as which Disney princess are you. For example, the website checkmypersonality.com has the ability to access and charge your credit card once you sign up through Facebook. I think Facebook runs the risk of scams.
No, I think it's more about a lack of privacy. For those of you who have Facebook, I'm sure you've gotten a friend request that you really like to ignore, like your mom. However, you feel obligated, which leads your personal life to be scrutinized for constant comment. This privacy issue goes beyond friends and family. It can also affect potential future employers. I hope all of you are conscious that whatever is posted on Facebook is up for judgment. However, many are not. And even if you are, your friends may not. Therefore, the tagged pictures from a fun time at the bar or the crazy times at that house party can lead to ruined opportunities in the future when future employers look and search for you on Facebook and dig up dirt.
Fine, lack of privacy.
Okay, so we've got a discrepancy between whether it's a scam or lack of privacy, but your final answer is lack of privacy. Okay, survey says it's both. 25 points. 15 points, excuse me. Well, that concludes our 3 rounds, and the Beta Kappa Kappa Betas are leading with 115 points, but you guys are right there behind them. But the game is not over yet. The Bookers could still come back and win in the Fast Money round. For the Fast Money round, each team needs to pick one player to represent them. You can go ahead and do that now. As everyone picks their player, please step forward. All right, Allison and Jen. We will have Allison go first since her team is in the lead. So while they go first, I will ask Rue and Brooke to please step out. All right, Allison, you're going to have 30 seconds to answer as many of these 5 questions as possible with the best possible answer. I'll put our 30-second timer up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, starting. Starting now. Name a form of communication with a high medium.
Medium, like medium rare, like steak. I'm so hungry right now.
Okay, steak. Name a Facebook game.
Snake.
What is something hiring employers don't want to see on Facebook?
My party pics.
Name a country where lots of people use Facebook.
United States.
And last question, when do people use Facebook the most?
During class.
Awesome. You finished in the time limit. All right. We will have Jen and Brooke come in, and they'll answer. So I'll ask you two to step up. Okay, Jen, you're going to have 30 seconds to answer 5 questions with the best possible answers. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The timer going. Name a form of communication with a rich medium.
Cell phone.
Name a Facebook game.
Farm Talk.
What is something hiring employers don't want to see on Facebook?
Profanity.
Name a country where lots of people use Facebook.
United States.
Already answered, try again.
Canada.
And when do people use Facebook the most?
At work.
Awesome. Just barely, but you got it. Okay, we will bring Allison and Brandy back in, and we'll look at what the best possible answers were. For the first question, your first question was, name a form of communication with a rich medium. Top answer was face-to-face interaction. Second question, name a popular Facebook game. Top answer was
Family Feud.
third question, name something hiring employers don't want to see on Facebook. Top answer was illegal activity. Fourth question, name a country where people use Facebook the most. Top answer was the USA. And last question, when do people use Facebook the most? Top answer was at home. Now we'll look at what you guys scored on your answers. For the first question, name a form of communication with a rich medium. Allison, you said steak. Survey says 0. Jen, you said cell phone. Survey says 40 points. The next question, name a popular Facebook game. Allison, you said snake. Survey says 20 points. Jen, you said Farmtown. Survey says 25 points. The next question, name something that hiring employers don't want to see on Facebook. Allison, you said my party pics. Survey says 50 points. Jen, you said profanity. Survey says 10 points. Name a country where people use Facebook the most. Allison, you said the United States. Survey says 60 points. And Jen, you said Canada. Survey says 30 points. The last question, when do people use Facebook the most? Allison, you said during class. And Jen, you said at work. That means the various applicators win with 265 points, and the public study allows come in second with just 210 points. So congratulations. We would love to give you a new Macintosh iPad, but Alex Bordwick already scared it off of us. So instead, you win an evening cruise in Laurel Burn. Thank you for watching this episode of Family Feud.